Well, hello there, YouTube. My sunglasses will fog. Oh, there it goes. Kind of flying blind there for a little bit. Anyway, doing something different today with the Spyder because I have the little woman behind me. Say hello, Kelly.
Hello, everybody.
If I can not drag the bottom going through this thing.
Or get it through the mud.
Well, I didn't wash it from the last time I rode it, so, which is amazing. I came back Sunday night from the Astoria ride, and I was going to, what was it I was going to do? I was going to do something, but anyway, I was going to wash it, and I thought, by the time I'm done washing this thing, it'll be long since dark. I forget what I did. Maybe I went flying the quadcopter or something. I had something I wanted to do. Slight touchdown. Something I wanted to do besides spending a couple hours washing this thing. I'll get her washed up. But it's kind of one of those things that, as you can see it now, you wash it, and even on a nice day, you're going to get wet. Hey, Kelly, I have those heated hand grips on. I don't know if they're kicking off any warmth yet. Yeah, they're starting to.
Okay.
They're more warm towards the front. I think that's where the elements are. Is that let me kick the shield up. Is that better for you back there?
Uh-huh.
Put the shield up?
Yeah, it's not quite so buffety.
All right. I love my low shield, but from a practical standpoint, on a big touring bike, probably not the best thing. But boy, does it look cool. When I'm riding alone, I love it because it's low and it gives me the feeling of riding a regular bike. Because you don't get blasted by the wind. You get all the winds off your chest, and kind of a weird school bus just sitting there, no lights flashing, nothing. Oh, they're just letting us pass. Or she was. That's very nice of her. But, yeah, it gives you, it blocks where it needs to block, but you get a lot of helmet noise. The air is clean. I don't get buffeted. Kelly might get buffeted because it's, traveling some additional distance. But she wanted me to, I got to figure out what's going on with our shop door. Our shop door is getting really hard to open. And she just, I don't think she could open and close it by herself. So she wanted me to take her to the store to grab some things. And I said, why don't we take the Spyder and do our very first DualVlog on the new demo? She goes, I'd rather take the car. It's cold out there. 55. It's still showing 59, but I just took it out of a 61-degree garage, too. Yeah, they're stacked up on product there, aren't they?
They just need to bring extra to our house.
Yeah, look at all that. Look how much wood they have there. Holy moly.
Dang.
So that's the home office for the fencing company there. Literally all year. I think even starting in 2013, I talked about. That's the old B12.
Yeah.
Anyway, all the YouTube people watching me are probably going, God almighty, he's going down the same godforsaken road. But I don't take Kelly down here a lot, so we'll do something we don't normally do together. A lot, anyway. I've taken her down here quite a few times. One of those evening, summer rides, when it cools off just enough that it starts to feel nice and comfortable and feels really good after a nice hot day to go for a nice evening ride and eat a shit ton of bugs. That is the one nice thing about it being cold, is there's no bugs. This place is like Alaska, man. When the summer hits, there's bugs like no other. In fact, as anal as I am about keeping my stuff clean, I still haven't washed the bugs off my DR. I figure if I ride it in the rain often enough, they'll soften up and just wash away. You alive back there, woman?
I'm here.
Right.
I was just thinking I'd much rather have the bugs.
Yeah, I would. Of course, when the summertime's here, you're going, mighty God, especially after you just wash your bike and got your shield all nice and clean. You're constantly having to worry about them hitting your windshield, your lens on your camera.
You forget, what it's like when it's cold. When you're in the middle of summer and all the bugs and the mess, and you're going, if it was just cold.
Yeah. So I was down here, I was vlogging one day, and I realized, look at the banks there where that thing got flooded so high that it was running up on these banks.
Oh,
before the water was
crazy.
taking shots around those fallen trees and stuff there.
Yeah, that water was high and moving.
If I can do this safely here without getting us killed. Watch for vehicles
I'm
there.
watching.
Hey, that thing's actually,
We're clear.
Oh, look at that. It's coming down. I actually see gravel and stuff in there now.
Yeah.
Stop here.
Holy crud, that was high.
Yeah, you can see where it was running up there. In the summertime, this is nothing but just a light little trickle of a creek. Yeah, it's getting low enough. You're starting to see some of the rock formation in there. But I was going to say, right out of this tree over here, a little kingfisher flies out almost every time I pull up. And the last time I pulled up, it kind of looked like a kingfisher, but it seemed like it was a little too big and had the wrong color, so I'm not sure what I seen. If you look at that bridge, you can tell that was like a railroad car. You can still see the writing and stuff on it.
Yeah.
So somebody
That's
took
such a cool bridge.
Yeah. Somebody took the beams out of a flatbed, or I don't know what they look like under a regular boxcar, but that's what you see under the flatbed. But since I was taking her to the store, I decided to throw the Ford that's hooked up to the Sena backpack and run that and do a DualVlog. Because the sun did start to creep out, and I was thinking, man, I need to go for a ride. But I know the roads aren't dry enough to take my iron out. And I've done way too many DR videos. I haven't mixed things up. And if I won't take the iron, I'm definitely not going to take the Road King. That thing's got chrome on it. That's a horrible thing to get wet. Check this out. You never come across cars coming through here. I always think some kid's going to fly across this thing and ignore the stop sign. Watch, he's going to turn. Did you have a turn signal on prior to actually making the turn?
I don't know.
If he did, I apologize for my thoughts. Something around the thought of D-bag was kind of flashing through my mind. Kelly and I almost bought this property, actually against that barn, not including the barn, but it goes way back, that tree line and all this corner here. And the house is literally buried in them trees, which is really cool. It's got a driveway that comes up, and it's a roundabout up at the front of the house. And then Kelly and my oldest son, Kyle, they came and took a tour of it. And I was at work or something. so I didn't get to see the inside of it. Well, I did because they videoed it. But it was pretty cool inside, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's really cool. Just a lot of wasted space and some crazy colors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, purples, oranges.
That fence was the back property line. I forget how many acres that thing was sitting on. Let's say it was 15
I think it was almost like 12 or something.
Oh. It seems bigger than that. Got to find the right spot for my, or of course I'm on the Sena. I think it does a good job of muting the wind sound. Oh, you know, I was goofing around too, and it's really not necessary unless you have an open face helmet. But I put that little cap on because I switched from the little single mic that Velcros on to the boom mic. I was goofing around and put that cap on the backside of it. Not that I had noise issues with it. In fact, look at Sena or Rainier hiding in the clouds over there.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's going to be a beautiful sunset. You can already see the clouds starting to pick up a little bit of color. Oh, that barn was pretty sitting in the sunset there, and I drove right past.
Very pretty. The little western froggy thing.
Yeah. Ashley would like that.
Yep, she loves her frogs.
Our oldest daughter, Ashley, she's a frog fanatic. See that picture I printed for her? God, Lord, that's got to be 10 or 12 years ago. It shocked me when I went in her bathroom, and there's that damn picture staring right at me. I'm like, God damn.
She holds on to something.
It's amazing how open this feels, because in the summertime when it's all filled in, it's just closed in. It's like right into a tunnel. I love those roads that do that. So Kelly only works 4 days a week. She works Monday, Tuesday, has Wednesday off, and then Thursday, Friday, and I've been taking Wednesdays off with her. But we're starting to pick up to a point that I think those days are coming to an end. And if you guys get swamped down in the .com, I'm sure they'll put her back to regular 5-day-a-week deal too. As long as they don't try to push the weekends back on you.
Yeah.
That really sucked. That few months that it was supposed to last turned into a year and a half or better, didn't it?
Yeah, it's just temporary. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Things happen. No guarantees in life, they say.
No.
Pretty threatening cloud cover there looking west, isn't it?
Yeah, like a, what do you call it, a squall or whatever?
Yeah. I think that
rain that's supposed to come is in there.
Yep, I think that's going to be our fate here before too long. One of our floods, all of this was completely underwater. And these houses, they don't really look like they're raised enough, but they were the water was like basically right at their foundation. But everybody survived. I didn't realize, just driving by here all the time, you didn't realize that they were elevated. I mean, you look at them, you can see it's obvious, but you really notice it when there's a flood and everything's underwater except for the houses just kind of sitting there in the water. It looks like a houseboat, just adrift. No land. You have to use a boat to get out to your house at night. Geese, mallards, and the whatnot.
And the gooses.
There's a woodchuck. Or is that a coot?
That one straight ahead?
Yeah.
That one's a coot, I think.
Yeah.
The mallards must be well fed, because that's a big son of a gun. And I literally thought they were geese when I first came up. The size of them things.
Yeah, I think they find lots of bugs and little minnows and whatever else ducks eat.
That would make some avid hunters.
Yeah, no hunting the ducks.
little coot talk.
I need a little more distance.
He goes, whatever that three-wheel thing is, he's coming at us. I gotta go. So we're gonna, couple turns up here, we're gonna be back into town. We need to hit the grocery store, so we'll come back and chat just a little bit on the way back. How about that?
All right.
All right. Kelly's going, is he talking to them or talking to me?
I'm not. Sometimes I'm not quite sure. So
I was talking to everybody. Actually, I was talking to them, but I just assumed that there'd be a response from you.
I was trying to be silent and quiet back here.
Woman, shut up. Keep your place. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for the moment. I'll be back directly. We'll see ya. Bye.